I once believed I understood my wife, Rachel, completely. After 5 years of marriage, I thought our bond was built on trust, shared dreams, and a strong foundation. For a long time, I held on to that belief. But slowly, faint cracks began to show, small inconsistencies that at first seemed harmless. Missed calls explained with flimsy excuses, long nights at the office that didn't add up. I brushed them aside, convincing myself there was no reason to doubt her. But one night, all those cracks split wide open. It began with a question I had been holding back for months. Rachel, why did you marry me? I expected hesitation, maybe even an affectionate answer about love or loyalty. Instead, there was a chilling silence, a cold stare, and then words that pierced me deeper than any blade. I didn't have a better choice. I froze. The room seemed to shrink around me as disbelief filled the air. Every shared memory, every plan we'd made, every dream I thought we were building, it all felt shattered in an instant. What I thought was a marriage of equals suddenly seemed like a relationship built on convenience, not love. I knew anger wouldn't serve me. I needed clarity, proof, and understanding before I acted. Over the following days, I observed her closely. The small signs of dishonesty became undeniable. Quiet phone calls, deleted texts, vague explanations. The more I watched, the clearer it became. This wasn't a momentary lapse. It was a pattern. A secret life hidden beneath the surface of our marriage. One evening, while she claimed she was meeting friends, I went through the messages she'd left behind. Photos, conversations, and interactions with another man surfaced, proof that she had been seeing someone else, sharing moments with him, and carefully concealing it from me. Suddenly, every smirk, every excuse, every false reassurance made sense. That night, I sat in silence, letting the truth sink in. This wasn't about revenge. It wasn't about rushing into an argument. It was about facing reality with clear eyes and preparing for the next step. For a week, I continued watching her behavior. Fridays, especially, revealed the most, supposed outings with friends that carried an air of secrecy. Her phone buzzed constantly, yet she never let me near it. Her laughter at home no longer reached her eyes. Determined to know everything, I dug deeper. Social media hints she assumed I wouldn't notice, timestamps on photos that contradicted her stories, unexplained late-night absences. All the pieces started fitting together. Rachel hadn't just strayed. She had been leading a double life. One evening, while she believed I was at work, I reviewed everything I had gathered. Messages, photos, timestamps, little clues she had overlooked. All of it pointed to the same conclusion. The woman who had once promised me love had been deliberately living a lie. That night, when she came home expecting the same naive husband, she found someone different. I was calm, composed, and prepared. I laid the evidence out in front of her. Every message, every photo, every contradiction. Her trademark smirk vanished. The casual, confident mask she'd worn for months fell away, replaced by shock and fear. The weight of her hidden life was now exposed. The room was heavy with silence. I didn't shout. I didn't beg. I simply let the truth speak for itself. I had replayed this confrontation in my mind many times, determined to present the facts with strength, not emotion. This wasn't about rage, it was about accountability. Her eyes widened as she scanned the evidence. Gone was her playful arrogance. In its place was trembling uncertainty. She searched my face, looking for anger, for forgiveness, for weakness, but I gave her nothing but clarity and resolve. I spoke slowly, every word carrying the finality of a verdict. Rachel, trust isn't something you gamble with. I gave you years of loyalty, commitment, and belief in us. But you chose deceit. You turned our marriage into a facade of convenience. Her lips quivered, ready to form excuses, but I raised my hand. No explanations. No excuses. Actions have consequences. Beside me sat a suitcase already packed with her belongings. Each item symbolized the trust she had broken and the partnership she had destroyed. Calmly, I nudged it toward her, signaling the end. This wasn't vengeance. It was reclaiming my dignity, my freedom, and the truth she had tried to bury. Her eyes filled with tears. The casual thrill she had chased under the mask of secrecy now collided with consequences she couldn't escape. She finally understood that the life she tried to manipulate was slipping out of her hands. I continued, voice steady. I trusted you. I believed in us, and in the vows we made. But trust cannot survive under lies. You had your chance to be honest, but you chose betrayal. And this is the result. Rachel's hands shook as she lifted the suitcase, each step toward the door echoing the weight of her choices. The betrayal she had hidden was now undeniable, and the life we once shared was over. As the door shut behind her, I exhaled deeply. Months of doubt, pain, and emotional turmoil lifted from my chest. For the first time in years, I felt free, ready to rebuild a life rooted in honesty, respect, and truth. The lessons of loyalty, accountability, and dignity were no longer abstract. They had been lived, endured, and finally resolved.